It's a 3-part docuseries now streaming on Netflix called Ashley Madison, Sex, Lies, and Scandal.
I signed up for it once
Did you really?
when I was single.
See, that's crazy. I didn't even think they allowed
Anyone
single
can sign
people.
up. No, you can sign up. It doesn't matter. You don't have to be married. Where are you going to show your marriage license to prove that you're married so you can be on the cheating site?
See, I thought everybody knew what Ashley Madison was.
So
but
did
when
I.
my husband and I sat down to watch it, well, he claims he's never heard of the site.
Oh, okay.
Now,
Okay.
it is actually a Canadian company. That I found out from watching the docuseries.
Really? I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it was headquarters were in Toronto, right downtown Toronto, because they keep showing the CN Tower in the
Right.
background.
Okay.
And it was launched way back in 2001. So they were one of the original OGs of the dating world,
Well, they
the
would've-
online dating websites.
They would have been part of the first internet boom then, because that was happening right around the turn of the century.
Yeah.
And they survived. I mean, very few companies did during that time, but that was one idea that took off.
So the premise of the site is for people looking to cheat on their spouses. I think their tagline was "Life is short, have an affair."
Right.
And they came up with the name Ashley Madison because at the time when they launched, those are the two most popular female names.
Yeah.
That's kind of interesting. And they said they thought it had some classy cachet to it, the name.
It's interesting that they say that, because some cachet to who? So your audience would be like Westerners or people interested in Westerners, or, I mean, it's a very Western thing to say. To me, those names did grab me. They sounded like someone I might meet at university. Ashley Madison. But I'm from Ohio.
Right.
So, but now it's all over the world, this website,
Well,
too.
yeah. So it first launched in Canada, then the U.S., but then they saw that it wasn't just a North American phenomenon that people wanted to find.
With the whole cheating thing?
Yeah. And so
figure.
they were known for their kind of like scandalous advertising.
Right. Yeah.
Hence, Life is Short, have an affair. Most major networks wouldn't allow their commercials on at all, actually,
No, they
back
were
when they
censored.
first launched.
But that just improved the mystique of the entire website.
100%.
Everyone wanted to sign up more. But if you're going to set up a website like that, this is the primary concern, and actually then the primary point of the whole miniseries as well.
To enter the public consciousness.
Security came up quite frequently.
Yeah, security.
We talked about it. We were worried about it.
Ashley Madison was a cash cow. And then all of a sudden, we got hacked.
Yeah. Could you imagine?
what happened was in 2015, all their data got leaked, all the names of the people that had signed up for it, their
Everything.
emails, and most people used their real names.
I know.
Or their real email addresses.
And after signing up for that
What?
site, they ask some pretty personal questions. You can choose to answer or not, but this is for obviously it's for affairs. So you're talking about your sexual fantasies, you're talking about your desires,
Oh
what you're
my
into.
gosh.
All that stuff's
How
on there.
mortifying
It's
for
matched
that.
to your name and it's matched to your email address. And yeah, everybody was using real email because there wasn't really a lot of major hacks at that time. It just wasn't in the public consciousness as much. Plus,
Certainly not a dating site you would think would be hacked. but
although, I mean, the kind of people that were signing up for that, there was everybody from every segment of society who was signing up for this
there
site.
were politicians,
Yep.
there were celebrities.
Yeah.
It ruined a lot of people's marriages.
I wasn't even sure it was still around. I just Googled bigger than ever, attracting more followers and registrants than ever before.
Well, I'm sure this documentary was like one big commercial for them.
Totally.
Hopefully their security is a little stronger. I don't know.
There's two things, a cheating site and cryptocurrency. You want the security to be spot on, don't you?
Now, some people are saying it was somebody that wanted to get back at them or didn't agree with the type of business they were running, and they wanted to expose them to try to destroy the company.
Now, I've only seen one episode, and you've seen more.
I've seen the 3. There was 3.
Okay, there's 3. I don't want you to give away anything, but do you find out that information by the end of it, or is it just kind of left
It's
open?
left a mystery.
Okay.
There are speculations, and they do kind of dive into that, but I don't think it's ever definitive as to who actually hacked the site.
Interesting.
And it follows a couple of couples that talked about them getting exposed on the site. And the one couple, they were vloggers,
Right.
For like they were Christian family vloggers.
Yeah.
And he signed up for it, and it all got exposed, and they're not together anymore.
Yeah, I didn't
I
get
don't
that
believe.
far. I would imagine they're not together, but I saw part of that in the first episode. He was setting up the story.
It ruined a lot of people's marriages.
For sure.
I know, one of my very own close friends of mine. I was at their wedding, and her husband separated and got divorced a few years ago. And I remember we were chatting, and she said it was because of Ashley Madison. When the leak came, she put in his name and email address, and it came up. And that's how she discovered that she had been cheated on.
See, to me, what a series like this does too is I'm sitting there watching it. I'm thinking about the morality of all of it, asking myself questions like, would I work for a company like this?
I wouldn't feel
Would I be
good about
involved?
it. I wouldn't feel right about it.
Making all that money every month, you're making it off. Someone is suffering off of that money. That's what I'm thinking. Like the person that signed up for the site, probably not, but the person they're involved with is suffering from it in some way.
And what's very interesting is the guy that was the CEO for a large chunk of, he's now stepped down after the leak.
Right.
But for a large chunk of the success of the business, he would go on all these talk shows, him and his wife.
Yes.
And they
Yeah.
claimed they were a monogamous couple.
Right.
And they just happened to know that other people like to cheat. So they're just providing the platform. They are not promoting cheating.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, well, if someone's going to do it, we provided a service. But then I don't want to give anything away, but some things come to light when the emails get released
I
of
bet.
the CEO.
I bet.
And get leaked that maybe he wasn't in a monogamous relationship either.
Oh, you don't say.
Yeah,
Okay.
but I won't say any more because I'm going to say stream it.
Yeah.
It's interesting enough to stream it. There's enough about enough different sides and different people telling their story. It's not just one-sided. That really makes you think about a site like this and the morality of it.
So as far as using the site, I say no, but streaming the series, 100%.
Yeah, skip the site. Stream the docu-series on Netflix.
It's a great way to leave it.